Hey everybody, summer is approaching and it's getting hotter, so more and more people are wanting to get a motorcycle, and we got this motorcycle. We're going to review it. This is a 2009 Ninja 250. You can get these really cheap on eBay, Craigslist, and but what we're curious about is how does it handle on the freeway. And I have a motorcycle. I have a 600 that this one isn't the one that I ride. I have a 600, has a lot more power, but everyone's saying that this bike can handle fine on the freeway. So we're going to test it. We're going to get the camera ready here, and we're going to give you an honest review of this bike. So let's get it started. Give it a few revs. And what we're really curious about is, will it have enough power to get on the freeway? And I've seen conflicting reports on this. So we're going to solve the big mystery once and for all. You can trust me. I'm going to tell you the truth of whether or not this bike can handle the freeways. So here we go. It's a 6-speed, 6-gear bike. We're in first. We stop here. Brakes are pretty good. It's a very, very light bike. I mean, look at this. It's like so light, which is good because it's just a 250. Okay, finally we get to go out on the street here. First, second, third, and this is the, hold on a second, third, I missed third. And this is the type of bike that likes to be ridden in the top band over here on the tack right here. We're in fourth. Fourth gear, going about 45, not bad. Fifth. Now another reason I'm going to be yelling because it's very windy. This is the perfect day to take it out because we want to see how it handles in the extreme strong winds. Braking's good. We're going to get over here so when the light turns I can just roll through it. And one of the things you're going to like on this bike, see how I'm in first, watch, now I'm in neutral. When you're at a light, it's got a positive neutral finder. And let's get in the first. And what's really cool is you just kick up and you're in neutral. A lot of bikes, it's really difficult to find that. So here we go. Look at that jet right there. There's an air show going on at this Air Force base. See that jet doing that loop? I don't know if you can see it in the clouds up there. So let's get right to 6. We're in 6 now, kind of cruising along. It says about 50, and the tax at around 5 grand. Actually 6 grand. So can you see those jets right there? There's 4 in formation. Probably not. They just went. I'll see if I can keep my head up. Don't worry, I'm looking straight. See those jets? I don't know if I got the camera on them. Here they come. Look, right in the middle there. See them coming down in formation? Those are 4 jets right there. So what we're going to do is, freeway's coming up. We're going to get on the freeway. So far it's a fun bike. Notice we have the red light. Downshift to 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, neutral. See, I'm in neutral. Just put it in first because this light's going to go, and here we go. You're not going to have this explosive off the line acceleration unless you really get on it. Approaching the freeway, but one of the things about this bike is it looks good. It doesn't look like a little 250. And And so it's very forgiving too. Like, let me downshift to first. I'm in first right now. It's very forgiving, so you could make somewhat mistakes on it, like when I went to kick up in the third but I missed it. See the jets there again. So we're going to turn right. We're not going to really brake here, we're just going to turn into it. Very, very flickable, as you can see. It's a blast to ride. I have another motorcycle, a 600, but it's very heavy. So it's on this, when you go into the corner, you almost fall over if you're not ready for how flickable it is. So we'll get on it once we're on the freeway. I want to go on this freeway on-ramp over here. Why is this person... Oh, okay. But as you can tell, we're going about 55, 60. It doesn't struggle. You know, it doesn't seem like, oh, it's struggling and you're having to beat it to death to get going. It seems like it's okay. I had a 2003 Ninja, downshifting to fifth, right here. So they're watching the air show, by the way. See out there, everyone's kind of watching the big jet air show at the Air Force Base, as I mentioned. All these cars parked here watching the show. You'll see the jets fly over. See them all right there? Okay, so we're heading up to the freeway. After I go there, there's the freeway over there. And the riding position is somewhat sitting up. I personally don't like that. I like to be raked forward more with a flex to my back, you know, when I'm... There's the jets right there. Look above the red turn arrow. See it? I don't know if you can see that. 4 of them in formation. That's cool. They were flying over and all the car alarms were going off. It was that loud. So there's freeway down there. By the way, guys, don't forget to visit my website right below this video. In the video description, you'll see it there. I appreciate you visiting, and you can pick up some free software, free games. You could actually play live games on the website right below in the video description here against live players on the browser. You don't even have to download anything to do it. So we're waiting for the light to turn. What else could I tell you about it? Here we go. First gear, I'll kind of tell you what gear I'm in. First is very short, second gear, third gear. I mean, I could wind it out more. Look, fourth gear, fifth gear. So here's the freeway here. It's an on-ramp that's going to kind of curve here. So here we go. And it looks like there's traffic going that way, so I'm kicking up to second. Look at figures the day I want to show you this. So what I'm going to do is the other freeway coming back isn't that bumper to bumper. This is most likely because of the air show. So I will film myself coming back faster on the other way. So we'll see if we can pick up some speed here. But so far it's a great bike. I think you guys would like it if you're a new rider. I will say this, unless you live in a urban area, you know, where there's a lot of city streets and it's traffic lights and everything, I think you're going to outgrow this real quick. I'm being honest with you. I think if you go on the freeway for long distances, you're always going to want more power. I haven't given you the review on the freeway yet, but everyone always wants more power on the freeway. And hold on, my nose. Two more and then it's us. I'll take us a short way. Notice the other freeway is not that bad. I'll take us a short way on this freeway, and then I'm going to get off and come back and we'll get on it, okay? So appreciate your patience. I mean, it's got okay pickup, but of course we're bumper to bumper. Now in California, you're allowed to lane split. So this would be, I'm in California, this would be a great lane splitting bike. Do you know that California, I heard, is the only state you're allowed to lane split in? I was going down to the beach, and a police officer, I was on my other motorcycle, and a police officer saw me, and he goes, do you know California is the only lane you're allowed to lane split? Let's get in the carpool lane. Now, as far as carpools, I don't know about that, but I know in California you're allowed to go in the carpools. So we're not going to get a lot of speed here, so I'm going to get off, get back on, but I promise you on the next one we're going to be able to get a lot of speed. This obviously is nothing for the Ninja 250. I mean, heck, we're only going like 40 miles an hour. Wait a minute, it's looking up. We're picking up speed a bit. Maybe I can show you. I'm going to give you two. There we go. Here we go. Woohoo! We got this. Now remember, it's a very windy day. So notice we're doing okay. It's not struggling. It's around 7 grand on the tack, but it redlines at around 13. So we're not even about halfway there. So let's get off here and get back on. I hope there's an off-ramp over there because it's getting a little bit of traffic here, but definitely no traffic on the other side. So far it's good. The wind is sort of blowing me around a bit, and so a heavier bike would suffice if you have an area where you ride where there's strong winds. Now let me tell you something very important for a new rider. Here's some advice. Don't listen to my advice. Don't listen to anyone's advice. I'm just teasing. What you got to do is look where you're going to be riding it. There's no right answer for one person. And I hear so many people saying, oh, just start on a 250 or just start on a 600 or just start at... You need to know all the facts because all the facts are different. For example, if you're going to be going freeways all the time, I would say start on a 600 because you're just going to be going on the freeway and you need a higher top end. If you're going to be going short distance on the freeways or freeways every now and then, I think a 250 would suffice, as you can see. Okay, watch. Clutch in, kick down, we're in first. Seeing if I can get the jets for you. So we're going to get back on the freeway. This freeway is fast here. So, for example, if you're a heavier rider, a tall rider, you're going to need more power. If you're going to be in city streets, driving around city streets, this would be a great bike for that. If you're going to be going on the freeway every now and then, but your freeways are more like New York or California freeways, really crowded without long stretches of roads and stuff, this would be a great bike for that. Can it do the freeway? Yes. I'm going to tell you the truth about, hey, look at those jets going downward now. They're doing the loop-de-loop. I'm going to tell you the truth. What I would do if I got this bike and I was going to be going on the freeways a lot, what I would do is change the sprocket, very cheap, under $100. You get someone to do it for you. And what it does is when you're on the freeway, it lowers the tack. It sort of makes 6th gear like an overdrive gear. So it's not winding out so much. And this would be a perfect bike for the freeway then. I think the way that it's geared now, I don't like the idea of riding long distances with it winding out at 7, 8 8,000 on the tack constantly. I would want to bring down those RPMs a bit. The bike, I think, is perfect the way that it is now, but remember, I'm saying, here we go, I'm saying every rider has a different circumstance. Where is this freeway? Right here. So we're not braking. We're not braking. Notice we're just going around the corner. Very flickable. Here we go, guys. I'm shifting upward here. Whoa. So we're going 65 already. That is the speed limit, and we're only at 8 grand going the speed limit. Remember, it redlines at 13,000, so that's not bad right now. But notice we're just kind of going the speed limit. There are some areas, and I'm yelling because it's very windy, I want to make sure you can hear me. There's some areas on the freeway where they go fast, like 80, 85. So I will give the Ninja 250 5 out of 5 stars. You can even tuck down. Five out of 5 stars on the freeway. And let me go right here. And if you do that sprocket thing I was telling you, that'll even lower the RPMs a bit. So now we're at about 9,500 RPM. But again, red lines at 13. So ladies and gentlemen, it is a sport bike through and through. Once it gets up in that higher area of the tack, this thing is a screamer. It's awesome. And you notice it doesn't sound all tinny. You can put a pipe on it where it sounds like where it's got a grunt to it. One of the things that's amazing is how it handles. You know, I'm not braking going around the corner. I'm not even trail braking. I'm just kind of leaning into it. Look at this. It's just awesome. See the jets? No? Can't see them, they flew out. Hear it? So I do rate this 5 out of 5 stars. Great bike, fun bike, reliable bike. The gas mileage is phenomenal. You know, I put gas in this. Let's go over here. I put gas in this and I drove it, and I went to put more gas in, and all the gas was still in there. The tank was like full. So I say get this motorcycle, go ahead and get it. This has been the review for the epic 2009 Kawasaki Ninja 250.